Now, let's have a look at all this E3 stuff. So, the first, I got these events. I think this is the order that they were in, which was Summer Game Fest, Ubisoft Forward, Gearbox, Xbox and Bethesda, Square Enix, Future Game Show. Wait, this is twice the Future Game Show? Why? I want a PC Gaming Show. Everything announced PC Gaming Show. Oh, it was Rock, Paper, Shotgun. I guess I got that wrong. Okay, we'll just do this then. Sure, take all my cookies like I give a damn. But yeah, Square Enix, PC Gaming Show, Future Game Show, Capcom, and Nintendo. And I'm not going to look over the Bandai stuff because that was just House of Ashes, so there wasn't any actual new announcements during that stream. So, yeah. So let's get ourselves started with Summer Game Fest 2021. So obviously they announced Elden Ring. I mean, you guys know it. I'm like super mega hyped for Elden Ring, so I'll just actually start pointing down. Elden Ring, definitely one of the games that we'll be playing. I'm going to point things down as in things that I want to play and things that I'm curious about, right? I work in digital marketing. Yes, give me your cookies. Yeah, I bet you want those cookies, you bastard. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I don't think I'm interested in this. How about you guys in chat? Let's just go, so that I'm not always doing polls. Let's just go for a simple Y or N. So like this. If you want to like say whether you're interested or not whenever I talk about a video game. So Tiny Tina's, I'm not super interested. Also, the Devolver Digital presentation. Shit. I should have gotten that. That's a good point. Everything announced Devolver Digital. There should be an article for that as well. Yeah, there's this one. From The Verge. Now, that would have been... I think it was after Ubisoft, right? I'm pretty sure it was... was it after Ubisoft or after Summer Game Fest? I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think it was after Ubisoft. So we'll just put it after Ubisoft for now. Interesting. A lot of you guys are actually interested in Tiny Tina's thing. I guess there's a lot of Borderlands fans, but for me, after Borderlands 2, it's like... It wasn't like I had a bad experience with Borderlands 2. I just felt like after I finished Borderlands 2, which I played it entirely in co-op with a good friend of mine, I had a good time with it, but I just felt like, I think this is good. I think I'm done with this franchise, not because I hate it, but because I feel like I had enough of this thing, right? I feel like I've had enough of this thing, and I don't feel like having any more of this thing. It's just something that is not for me. So I didn't care too much for what they're doing next, basically, in the Gearbox, in the Borderlands universe. Maya Main's got such a huge slap in the face in Borderlands 3. Yeah, I didn't play Borderlands 3, so I don't really care. I didn't even play the pre-sequel. It's just not my kind of game. I thought the pre-sequel... I did play a little bit of the pre-sequel. I thought it was kind of boring, personally. The slow movement, jumping, and I was like, I ain't about that. It's weird. So yeah, this one for me is not that interesting. I'm not even curious about it, so I'm not even going to point that one down. But hey, if you guys are interested in it, better for you. You can just like add it to your own list if you want to. Metal Slug Tactics. This is that thing that looks like an XCOM Metal Slug thing. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't tend to play these type of strategy games. There was one that I played that I really enjoyed. I forget the name. It was... I remember that I even made a video saying that it was just like crazy value. That game was really good. And it was super cheap. It was super cheap for how good that game was. But it was like an indie type thing. It was like an indie type thing. I forget what it was, the name. But that one was good. But, you know, this is something that's not for me. Death Stranding Director's Cut announced for PlayStation 5. I loved playing through Death Stranding once. I don't think I'm going to be playing through it again. It's that kind of game that you play once and then you're kind of done with it. And I'm kind of done with Death Stranding. I think that people that haven't played it and think that there's something there in the gameplay for them, they should check it out because I still really enjoyed the original. But again, it is a game that is not for everyone, so it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, a lot of you guys are not super interested in. But I did like the original Death Stranding. Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'm not into this whole theme park stuff, so... Korean MMO Lost Ark added to the West in fall 2021. Okay, so this I'm interested in. I will check it out. But this is one of those games, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep up with it because I suspect this is going to have like battle passes and that kind of stuff. And I ain't about that life. I don't know about you guys. You guys into Lost Ark? What do you guys think about Lost Ark? Yes, but I'm concerned. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of Lost Ark. Yes, but cautious. No. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one. I want to check it out when it eventually comes out. And, you know, just... It's going to be one of those games that I'm not, like, going into thinking, like, oh, I can't wait to make content on this, or I can't wait to jump into this. It's more like, I'm curious. I'm curious about what they're doing with it. So we'll see. Sable, that's not going to be for me. Sable is one of those games where there's not a whole lot of combat. It's just more about exploration. It's got a cool art style. Looks like it'll be fun, but that's not for me. Among Us, don't give a crap. Salt and Sacrifice, I'm curious about. I never really finished Salt and Sanctuary. That's the thing. How long is Salt and Sanctuary even? Because that's how I have to think about things these days. Like, how long does it take to finish? Like, let me see. Salt and Sanctuary. How long to beat? 15 hours? It's not that long. Seriously, it's just 15 hours? I should get on that. I think I could probably enjoy that. I seem to remember that I was gonna do a full playthrough of Salt and Sanctuary, but something else got in the way. That's what usually happens with me. Like, I try a game that I'm super interested in, and I just, you know, go out there and start playing the game, and then something else gets in the way. So yeah, I'm point down Salt and Sacrifice. That sounds like it'll be fun. 2 Point Campus, that's not for me. Escape from Tarkov, also not for me. Stranger Things and Smite, definitely not for me. Left 4 Dead, Dead Style co-op shooter, not for me. This is, isn't this Back 4 Blood or whatever? Oh no, this is another one. Like, didn't they do like 5 or 6 of these? Like, am I crazy? Didn't they announce like 6 or 7 different friggin' 4-player co-op shooters? Yeah. It's insane. Did they just like wake up and realize that people like playing games cooperatively? I don't know. Koch Media revealed a new publishing label, Prime Matter, who should fire or at least get somebody else to run their marketing campaigns because they had one of the worst, literally one of the worst presentations in E3. And here's the thing. When you're competing for the worst presentation this year, there's a lot of competition. But these guys right here, the Prime Matter presentation was the absolute worst of all. It was so bad. It was like, how are you going to give people 30 minutes of an interview from a game that they haven't even seen a single screenshot of? They don't even know the genre of the game, and you're giving them like a 30-minute interview? Like, what are you even thinking? What are you smoking? That's insane. Especially in E3. Like, maybe if it was during another time of the year, and you know, oh, here's this interview with this game that we're working on, you know, that'd be one thing. But as your E3 presentation, like back-to-back 30-minute interviews, like, I have no idea what they were thinking. Then there's Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, which is a battle royale. We don't care about battle royales here. New Tales of Arise trailer. Hells yeah, baby. Tales of Arise with the new Shield Lady. Shield Lady is the best character in that whole game. Fast and Furious vehicles arrive in Rocket League. Not interested at all. That game company, Sky Children of Light. I have no idea what this is. What the hell is this? First released in mobile? Okay, you said everything that I need to know. You said literally everything that I need to know. First released in mobile? So it's another mobile port for my Nintendo Switch? No thanks. If I could, I would delete every single mobile port that's on that goddamn eShop. I would just like nuke them from the sky. If they would just like have, you know, like maybe some kind of a tag that would tell you which games are mobile, I would just like check that off and just be like, can these just disappear from whenever I'm looking at this goddamn shop and never show them up ever again anywhere? Like, that would be happy. As a matter of fact, if I can click that and just have them disappear forever from my life, like, that would be even better. Can I get that checkbox? It's like, everything's gone. So, yeah. I'd say yes for Painkiller. Yeah, Painkiller is good, but it's like, I don't know what to say about that Prime thing. So, yeah, we're not going to be going over that. Overwatch 2 game director showed off Baptiste and Sombra's new look, which, you know, it's basically Blizzard's way of saying, oh man, we're going to make so many skins for Overwatch 2. We're going to get so much of your fucking money. You have no idea how much of your fucking money we're getting, dude. We're going to like just pull it straight out of your wallet. You're not even going to see it. Like, listen, you're funding us right now for Overwatch 2 and you don't even know about it. That's how they're rolling right there. That's how Blizzard rolls. Planet of Lana. This is one of those artsy platformers, more about exploration than combat. Not really for me. Monster Hunter Stories 2. I mean, I don't even have to note that one down because that one's been on my radar since before E3, so it's not really a big deal. So Monster Hunter Stories 2 is amazing. The trailer was amazing. The trailer that we saw at the Capcom presentation was amazing. And, you know, demo out 25th of June. You guys know about that. I am all in. Endless Dungeon is interesting. Endless Dungeon looked interesting. I'm curious about it. I want to check that bad boy out. Nier Automata's 2B announced for Fall Guys. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. It actually makes me feel bad that Nier Automata is in Fall Guys, but whatever. Call of Duty Zombie... Yep, okay, sure. Far Cry... Yep, Ubisoft game, sure. Gearbox Publishing Norsefell Tribes of Midgard. Okay, this I'm curious about. Tribes of Midgard. It's kind of like getting on my radar, this game. Tribes of Midgard is interesting. I'm going to look up release dates for this game, for these games afterwards. Tribes of Midgard. I'm interested about that. The Evil Dead is another one of those 4-player asymmetrics. Back for Blood, another one of those. Okay, we don't care about these personally. So there's that. Will 2B and Fall Guys also be canon to Nier? Canon like the Final Fantasy XIV dungeon? Hey, who knows, man? Who knows? Then we had the Ubisoft Forward. What can I say about Ubisoft Forward? Good God. Other than I just don't have any respect left for Ubisoft. So they gave you an Avatar open world thing that they're going to be doing. First look at Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Yeah, don't know what to tell you. It's... I just don't think that... I just don't trust Ubisoft. Like, that's it. Like, I don't even know why I put this thing in here. It's just going to be me saying, I don't trust this game because of this. I don't trust this game because of that. Okay, there is one game that I think is probably going to be cool, and that is Mario plus Rabbids because Nintendo is involved. So the monetization will hopefully not be too extreme. Like, for those of you... I don't know how many of you are in chat, but for those of you that were in chat that you've played the previous one, which was Mushroom Kingdom? Mario Rabbids Mushroom Kingdom, whatever it was, right? How was the monetization in that game? Did they bleed you dry? Did they fuck you raw? Or was it actually okay? Because I know that they did some DLC for it. I played it, Rui, there is none. Okay, so there's no slimy Yves Guillemot, like just lubing you up in preparation for the sodomy? No, none of that? Okay. Then this one's probably going to be good. This is probably the star of Ubisoft's show then, because it's not brutally monetized to hell and back. So this I will support. This is probably going to be a good game. Then we have Far Cry 6 DLC, which is like, game's not even out yet. Look at all this DLC we have planned. And also here's a remaster of Dragon Blood or Blood of Dragon or whatever the... Dude. Sure, Ubisoft. Sure thing. Whatever you say, Ubisoft. Werewolves Within movie trailer. Oh yeah, then they gave us an actual movie trailer during the Ubisoft press conference. I don't even know what to say to this. It's like, here's a movie trailer, and I'm like, I thought this was about video games? I guess you got some movie trailers in your video games? Don't know what to tell you. Then there's the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, The Siege of Milking, where they're just milking you dry, you know, with their coin doublers and their XP boosters and all that bullshit. You know, Ubisoft, let me know when you get rid of XP boosters and coin doublers in your single-player games, and then we might be able to talk again, but... The monetization in the Assassin's Creed games is downright fucking obscene. It is obscene. And I don't care for any justifications. I know that some people come around, you don't have to do it. It's like, fuck you. You don't have to do it. Yeah, sure, you can grind for a longer time. You can completely destroy the balancing of the difficulty of a video game, which in my case, I just so happen to like games that are challenging. So I like to play them on the harder difficulties. And then I'm always wondering, is this designed to be played with the coin doubler and the XP booster? Is it not? It's like, no, it's scummy, it's stupid, it's a fucking single player game. Get your mobile shit out of single player games, and then we can talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Until then, your game is a piece of shit, and you guys are a piece of shit in general, so whatever the fuck. And there's Just Dance, which, you know, it was DMCA extravaganza, don't care. Rainbow Six Siege getting crossplay and cross progression. This is very good. I'm all for anything getting crossplay and cross progression. So, you know, more power to them. Then there was Riders Republic, which was weird. What do they describe it here as even? Riders Republic, open world multiplayer game where people can play with friends, have a career, compete more, participating in sports like snowboarding, skiing, bike riding. Okay, I know what my problem is with this game. My problem with this game is that they're going to sell it to you for when it's releasing September 2nd. They're going to sell it to you on September 2nd for $70. You're going to buy it, and then a year from now, it's going to be a free-to-play game chock full of mobile microtransactions and all the other bullshit that Ubisoft puts in their games. So fuck all that. Don't care. Not even going to entertain the notion because of the way that they do their games. It just doesn't even make sense, you know, from a monetization standpoint. If you want something that's actually pro-consumer, I don't think it even makes sense to entertain the idea of this game. So, you know, it is what it is. Then Rocksmith Plus subscription service revealed. Yeah, Rocksmith Plus, a lot of people tell me it's a good thing, so sure, that's fine, but not for me. Rainbow Six Extraction gameplay. Is this going to be a new game? They're going to sell it to you for 60 bones, or what the deal is with this? Here we go. Ubisoft Showcase brought us new number trailer September 16th. So they just basically got something that was supposed to be a mod. I even thought this was a mod, but apparently this is going to be like a separate game. And they're basically going to milk you dry because they're going to sell this shit to you. And then after they sell it to you, they're going to eventually make it free to play and then just like fill it with free to play microtransaction bullshit. So, you know, it is what it is. Lots of traversal in between segments showed plenty of scenic B-roll from its games. Yeah, it was great. It was fucking great. Ubisoft emphasizes its commitment to accessibility. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing. But I think that it's like we're emphasizing our commitment to the accessibility of your wallet. Accessing your wallet. So none of these games that came out here even interest me in the slightest. Some because they're monetization practices, others because it's just not the type of game that I play. So, you know, it is what it is. So it looks like you don't like Ubisoft. I'm not sure why you would say that. So this was the best E3 press conference, hands down. Like, I don't know how you can even disagree. Like, Ubisoft right now is almost on the same level as Konami, pretty much. But anyway, this right here, Devolver Digital, was hands down the best press conference in the entirety of the E3. Like, just hands down. Like, was the best press conference. And if you disagree, you're wrong. And it's okay. You can be wrong. But, you know, Devolver Digital, they had the best showcase. The best presentation. It was the best. They're just the best. So yeah, if you haven't watched this after the stream, you should go watch this. As a matter of fact, there's a reaction video of me watching this. You should watch that one. But yeah, just type in like Rurikhan Devolver. You should be able to find it. It's on the secondary channel. This one's really good. I really like this presentation. It's really cool. So first we have Trek to Yomi. This is that black and white samurai game, right? I think this actually looks really interesting. I'm not so sure that it is for me, but I am curious, so I'm gonna put this one down. Trek to Toyomi. Trek to not Toyomi. Trek to Yomi. Okay. Wizard with a gun. Isn't it wizards? I thought it was wizards with a gun, but I guess it's wizard with a gun. I'm interested in this one. Wizard with a gun. It seems like Don't Starve, but without some of the more annoying mechanics and more about actual action combat and stuff like that. So I think I might be into this. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but this is really cool. This is what the game looks like. I'm just hoping that there's no, like, redonkulous hunger meters, because if they have that, I think that could get old for me real fast. Because, like, when it comes to survival games, having to constantly manage, you gotta eat, you gotta drink, you gotta, you know, make sure of your mental health. That was the thing that I didn't like about Don't Starve. There was too much micromanaging that was getting in the way of me just, like, playing and enjoying the game. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I didn't care for Don't Starve. So long as this doesn't have that, I could see myself playing this quite a bit. But yeah. And it's interesting because it's got co-op as well, so I think it's cool. Inscription, I didn't like. It was not really my kind of thing. Devolver Temple Time. It's actually a real physics-based puzzle game featuring a roster of characters from Devolver games. It's a free game coming to mobile, though there will probably be ads to watch because nothing is ever really free. I actually don't know if they will have ads or not. That will be interesting. I'm very curious because Devolver doesn't usually go for the whole ads thing or, you know, traditional monetization. So I'm very curious about this. Not that I want to play it. I'm very curious to see how Devolver would tackle doing like a mobile game. That is interesting. Demon Throttle is that super mega... Yeah, this is that super mega friggin' retro game. This is not for me. This is too retro even for me. So even for me, that's too retro. What else? Was that it? Wait, it's missing something. Where's Death's Door? They didn't even point out Death's Door? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Verge? What you got against penguins? They didn't even point out one of the games I thought was the coolest one. Look at this. This, I think, was one of the coolest games in their showcase. I think this looks really cool. I guess Verge doesn't like penguins. Look at that little penguin dude. Look at him go. I think this looks amazing. So yeah, this one's definitely on my list. Death's Door. Okay, now then. What, the Verge French? Le Verge? Oh right, they didn't even talk about Shadow Warrior. What the fuck? Dude, they didn't even talk about Shadow Warrior 3. What the actual fuck, Verge? How can you not talk about what is potentially one of the most important games in that presentation? Oh my God. Seriously. Oh my God. So, everything that was announced at Gearbox. Godfall's coming to PlayStation 4. I seem to remember people saying something in lines of like, oh, we finally have the hardware to make this very ambitious game. And it's like, dude, the game wasn't even stable on the PS5. This game on the PS4 is going to be an absolute shit show. If I was you, I'd steer well clear of it on PS4. If you want to get it on PS5, you know, I would not necessarily be too against it if you can get like a really good deal on it, because I did have fun. You know, while I was playing up until reaching the end, I did have fun. It was repetitive and some of the stuff was not super interesting, but the combat to me was still fun and I still enjoyed it. But, you know, do I recommend it? Hell no. Unless you get it like deep discount, like damn near fucking free. You know? This is the kind of game that should come to like fucking Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus and you'd be like, yeah, good shit. But like, you know, for 70 bones, fuck that noise. And on the PlayStation 4, I would just not get it, period. This is my advice to you. You're free to do whatever the hell you want. On the PlayStation 4, I would just not get it, period. Godfall's gonna blow up some PS4s. Oh yeah, dude. It will legit blow up your fucking PS4. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if someone's trying to play Godfall on their PS4 and it fucking explodes. It spontaneously combusts. Like, so yeah, I would not recommend this on PS4. Tribes of Midgard developer commentary. I didn't even get to watch this. I'm actually curious. Let me see this. I'm gonna watch this for the first time. It's only 2 minutes.
Hello everyone, my name is Juan Maroda. I'm the creative director at Northfell. We're just under 2 months away from finally launching our upcoming 10-player co-op action RPG, Tribes of Midgard, and deliver it to you on July 27th on PS5, PS4, and Steam.
Why not Switch?
In Tribes of Midgard, you play
what do you
as
have against the Switch?
a glorious Viking hero that's been returned to Midgard in order to protect the seed of Yggdrasil, the World Tree. Every time you start a new run, you would want to go out and explore this new world, gather some resources, fight enemies, and return to your village in order to craft better equipment and tools to help you survive. You can also upgrade and fortify your village, because each night, creatures from hell will emerge from the depth to attack your tree. Make it through the night to go back out to raid enemy camps, dwell in caves,
this looks legit.
Events, go on quests, build anywhere, and of course, loot countless items to gain experience and level up your Viking. We now have 8 classes in the game, each with their own abilities, specificities, and playstyle. As you gain experience, you level up to unlock even more skills, which you can then combine with dozens of runes for over-the-top results. But those nightly creatures aren't even your biggest threat. You must get ready and prepare for your biggest challenge, and I mean biggest challenge to date. Every couple of days, a giant will emerge and walk towards your village with the intent of destroying the seed of Yggdrasil. You must stop it and take it down, whatever the cost, otherwise it's game over. You can of course play Tribes of Midgard completely on your own, but we highly recommend that you bring along 9 friends to thrive together. We cannot wait to show.
Do you need to always be online? That's the biggest question. Do you need to always be online to play this game?
Ever-growing epic
but I'm
saga
very curious
in the
about
weeks
this.
to come. In the meantime, you can already pre-order the game right now to earn exclusive items and be among the first to defend Midgard against.
Pre-order and receive in-game cosmetics, because of course. Midsummer Era Cosmetics, Armor Set, Armor and Shields. Era Cosmetics, Armor and Shield, Hammer and Shields. Of course. There's always I mean, this one's pretty mild. Let's be honest. This one's pretty mild in terms of what you can get. So, all right, sure.
Because as they say, Valhalla can wait. Thanks for watching. I
didn't know they said that. Do they say that? Okay. Tribes of Midgard. All right. That's cool. I'm interested. Tribes of Midgard. Point that bad boy down. Tiny update on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. We talked about this behind the scenes with Borderlands movie. Nope, not interested. Nope, no thanks. We good. That was the Gearbox one. The next up, we have Xbox and Bethesda E3 2021 Showcase. Starfield release date announced. Xbox exclusive confirmed. Wait, I didn't remember them saying November 11th. I guess they did. It's been so many things that I got, you know. It'll be an Xbox exclusive. I'm assuming it'll be on PC as well. I'm not sure I trust them. In an interview with Launcher, Howard and Bethesda's Ashley Chang described Starfield as Skyrim in space and the Han Solo simulator. Now that sounds a little bit more interesting. Might have to put that one on the curious pile. It's just, I don't know if I trust Bethesda, dude. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This game is going to define the future of Bethesda. Because, like, this is going to be when you're going to find out, okay, can Bethesda work if they're under the supervision of somebody else? Like, if they're under the supervision of a Microsoft, is Bethesda going to properly work? Or is Bethesda gonna Bethesda? Right? This is the game that is going to be the deciding factor for Bethesda. It's like, if they bomb this game, like, Bethesda's done for me. It's like, it's over. Forget about it. Don't ever talk to me again. That's pretty much what that is to me. So yeah, Starfield. 11 November 2022. Since we already have a release date on that one. Halo Infinite confirmed for holiday 2021. First multiplayer footage shown. I don't think I'm going to be playing Halo Infinite. It's like, I've been wanting to get back into Halo, but quite simply, I don't have enough time. I just don't have enough time. In order for me to get into Halo, I would have to play, like, the Master Chief Collection, Halo, what was it, 4, 5? I don't even know anymore. And then eventually Infinite, and it's like, look, that's too much back catalog. Maybe someday over the rainbow, but not right now. That's not going to be a priority for me at all. Forza Horizon 5, I think, is really cool. But again, when it comes to timing, it's not a good time for me. So yeah, I don't know. But out of everything that was shown in Microsoft, I think Forza kind of just like took the cake. Forza looked amazing. Redfall, a vampire shooter announced from Dishonored's Arcane Studios. No. This CGI trailer was terrible. This new open-world co-op FPS game is an Xbox console exclusive. First look showed various characters battling vampire. I think it's like, look, you're at E3, dude. Show me some gameplay or shut the fuck up. While the game will allow for 4-player co-op, its single-player and multiplayer options will be blended seamlessly. Yeah, I'm sure. Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'm not even sure what this was doing at Microsoft press conference. I wonder if they paid Blizzard to showcase, or if Blizzard's just like, Microsoft, can you please showcase this game at your I don't know what was the conversation, but you know, I don't know what Diablo 2 is doing there. Either way, I was into Diablo 2 before E3, so this is not like news for me. Back for Blood will be available on Xbox Game Pass Day 1. Contraband announced for Just Cause developer Avalanche Studios. What was this game? Oh, great. It's another CGI trailer. That's great. That's great. It's a CGI trailer that tells us literally nothing. At least the CGI trailer from friggin', what was it? Redfall? At least it showed us something. Not gameplay, but something that gave us an idea what the game is going to be about. You know. Then there was Stalker 2. I'm not going to be playing Stalker. It's like when it comes to first-person shooters, I just feel like it's not really the kind of game that amuses me that much. So it's kind of like out the window nowadays. Couldn't play Diablo growing up because it's satanic. Congratulations, Family Guy. Hope you enjoy it. I know that probably there's a couple of you guys that are excited for Stalker. I don't think that's going to be for me. Outer Worlds 2, we in there. We in there. Even though their showing was, yeah. But the thing is, I feel like Obsidian knows we don't have to show much, dude. Just tell them that it's Outer Worlds 2. People know what we're doing. It's like we're doing Bethesda games better than Bethesda, and you know it. It is what it is. Sea of Thieves is getting, not Johnny Depp. It's getting Captain Jack Sparrow. I think this is really cool for people that are into Sea of Thieves. Like, if I was playing Sea of Thieves, I'd probably be super excited about this. But since I'm not, it's whatever. Yakuza and all that other stuff, this we already knew about Yakuza. It's just like, it's coming to Game Pass. Game Pass, huge value. Battlefield 2042, gonna be monetized out the ass. No thanks. IU then Chronicle. Okay, this one is so far off, I'm not even gonna note it down. It's so far off, it's not even worth noting down. How are you gonna announce a game for 2023 and 2021? No, dude. No. And it's probably gonna be delayed too. You know it. So yeah, I'd love this, but no. 12 minutes, I'm curious, and it's made by a Portuguese developer. I should definitely play this game. I don't think it'll be very long! I think it's going to be a very long game. Psychonauts 2, that's not for me. But, you know, good on the people that are excited about it. I hope it's successful because I know that this game has a very loyal cult following. And I feel like that following should be rewarded. Microsoft Flight Simulator with Top Gun expansion. I like combat when I'm playing flight simulators. Age of Empires 4, sure. I've kind of like, I don't feel like playing Age of Empires 4, but, you know, I think it's going to be a great game for the people that are interested in it. Doom Eternal coming to Xbox Game Pass alongside Next Gen upgrade. Now, the thing that I'm curious about this is PlayStation 5 going to get the Next Gen upgrade? Like, see, that's the thing. That I think is the thing that is going to define what is going to be happening with a lot of Bethesda stuff. Is it getting it? Has it been officially confirmed that they're getting it? I don't know. Anyway, Fallout 76. Scam 76. The Elder Scrolls Online console enhanced will be available next week. That's good. Party Animals. Party Animals, I think, is actually going to be legit. I think Party Animals might be cool. But it's not the kind of game that I'm going to play. Hades going to Xbox Game Pass. Somerville announced from co-founder of Limbo and Inside's Playdead. What is this? This is not for me. Plague Tale. So it's going to be a sequel to The Plague's Tale, right? Sounds good. Far Cry. Slime Rancher 2. I hear a lot of good things about this game from Gaijin. Like, Gaijin is like mega on board for this. Gaijin's like, give it to me now. Deliver it straight into my veins. So yeah. Snowboarding game Shredders. Not interested. Atomic Heart. This looked cool, but again, it's a first-person shooter. I'm not super interested in it. Secrets of Phoenix City and Replaced. This I'm interested in. I think this one, out of all the pixel art games, this one looked really good. Like, did you guys watch this one? This one looked really good in terms of, like, animation and stuff. Like, look at this. I know that there's, like, a million pixel art games, but this one, for some reason, just kind of, like, stood out to me. Look at that animation. It's so good. It's really good looking on the animation, so I'm curious about this one. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but I am curious. Replaced. Grounded's updates. Yeah, Grounded. Among Us. Among Us. Among Us. Among Us. The Ascent release. What is the Ascent? What was this thing? How old are you? I am 39. Technically, I'm 38. I'm gonna be 39. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll die before. Who knows? Whoa!
You have shown an
Xbox.
aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. We wish to test your abilities.
Nah, for this type of games, I would prefer to take my chances with Endless Dungeon, personally. So yeah, I think that's all of the stuff that I would care about from the Xbox press conference. Don't get me wrong, I think Xbox had a fantastic press conference. One of the few companies that had a really good press conference. Right? The thing is, there's a lot of games on Xbox that I'm just not super interested in. So as a result, I end up like taking maybe less away from it. Like from this thing, I took away like 4 games, out of which only one of them is an no, wait, Obsidian. Shit. Obsidian is Microsoft exclusive now, right? That means Outer Worlds 2 is not going to come out on PlayStation 5. Oof. Guess I have to play it on PC. Guess I'll just have to play that on PC. Actually, the way things are going, I might just buy a goddamn Xbox because there's no way I'm buying a new PC. You can't buy a new PC nowadays. So, whatever. Outer Worlds is SJW. What the? What? What? Where's that even coming from? I played the entire game. I thought it was great. What's the problem? Is it because the way females look in the game? I'm pretty sure that getting an Xbox in Portugal should be fairly easy. Because, like, Xboxes in Europe, they're not that popular. They're not that popular. Outer Worlds is 60% discount on Switch. Dude, I hope that they would bring Outer Worlds 2 on Switch Pro. But yeah, I think that Xbox is not that popular in Portugal. I should be able to get one if I want to. Then we have the Square Enix presentation. So, first thing, Guardians of the Galaxy from Deus Ex Devs. It's like the biggest problem with Guardians of the Galaxy is I feel like this game would have been much better received if Star-Lord looked like Chris Pratt. If Star-Lord looked like Chris Pratt, I think a lot of people would be much more okay with this game. But the fact that his character looks a little bit generic, and then you know we had the Avengers debacle that happened, right? I don't think a lot of people are ready to give another Marvel property a chance coming out of Square Enix. So yeah, I know it's down to licensing. Like I know the reason, right? But ultimately, that's what I'm saying. Like I think they should have sorted out the licensing issues and do their best to get Chris Pratt's likeness, and I think that would have gone a long way for the game. Just because of the fact that looking at the character that is Star-Lord in this game, people instantly associate this with Avengers. Like it's instant. Like I did it. The second I looked at that trailer, I was like, "There's gonna be another Avengers thing," you know. So it's like that's what people are gonna associate it to, even though that's not what it is, right? This is a single player game. It's going to have like multiple choices that you do along the way that somehow will affect a little bit of the story here and there. And it looks like it might be okay, but at the same time, the combat still feels a little bit rough. And yeah, we know how that worked out for Marvel's Avengers. So I don't know what they're expecting with this one. Like, I'm somewhat curious, but I am not hyped at all. I'm not hyped. But then again, I'm not the biggest fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, so it's just not for me, period. So, you know, it's whatever. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. I give this game a chaos out of chaos. Out of complete chaos, killing and murdering chaos and chaos and chaos and chaos and some chaos. And if you put some cheese on top, you also get more chaos and chaos. Now, in all honesty, this is from Team Ninja, which seems to me like they're trying to, like I said earlier in this stream, they're trying to, you have Neo that is heavily inspired by Souls. I feel like this is their take on something that's more inspired by Sekiro in terms of gameplay mechanics, while also using Final Fantasy classes. But I feel like they've missed the mark on a lot of things. For starters, the game doesn't look good. Which, visuals is whatever. The problem is that this is not just about visuals. This is about just like blatant gamma correction. Like, I actually can't see things in this game. I literally can't see things. That's a problem. Like, even if I max out the brightness, there's still things I can't see. There's an actual visual problem in this game. It's not just that the game doesn't look good from a resolution standpoint, which it also doesn't. It doesn't look good from an art style standpoint, which it also doesn't. It's that it literally looks so bad that there are things I cannot see, which is not good. Some of the animations are also a little bit rough. And then on the gameplay side of things, it's like when you have a system that you're trying to go after, which is the Sekiro parry system, and you have like 10 mobs coming at you at once, which happens at least 2, 3, maybe 4 times during that demo. How are you supposed to parry 10 mobs at the same time when your 2 companions are literally useless? Like, the 2 companions that they have with you, they're useless. They deal no damage, they grab no aggro, and they die whenever something sneezes near them. So they're worthless. And it's like, some of you guys will be like, that's not the experience I had. Well, I played it on hard difficulty. And it's like, there should be a balancing act in there somewhere so that the game would be able to be challenging and fun at the same time. Whereas just like, no, this is just challenging. We strip the fun out and just put more hard. More hard, more hard, more hard. So that was weird. I think that there might be some potential there, but with the amount of things that I feel like they have to change, it's almost like you need to go back to the drawing board with Final Fantasy Origins, which, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. And what was I going to say? And then there's also the fact that the way some of the jobs work is weird. Like, when I swapped into a Dragoon, because I was testing the Dragoon job, because you can swap jobs dynamically, and they allowed me to equip a greatsword, I was like, what? How's this Dragoon wielding a greatsword? And then I swapped to the Dragoon, to the warrior, and then I equip a lance, and I'm like, what? What? What the hell is going on? It's like, then from a Final Fantasy, you had greatsword jumps. There's an actual animation for it. Your character would jump up in the air, and then he would plunge down with the greatsword. So it didn't make any sense for me. And here's the thing, like, my knowledge of Final Fantasy is extremely limited, right? I didn't play that many Final Fantasy games, but I'm pretty fucking sure Dragoons aren't supposed to be running around with great swords. So, finally I can become a Dark Dragoon. Can you do the weapon toss with the greatsword? Not in the demo. Actually, you can't weapon toss if you're a Dragoon. How's that, Dylan J? If you're a Dragoon, you can't throw your spear because your R2 gets replaced by jump. So you just do the jump, the Dragoon jump. is so weird, dude. I have no idea. So I don't know what they're doing with that. Is just weird. It's weird. And then there was also another thing, which is in regards of the way that like hard mode worked, because I'm always judging these games on the challenge levels and all of that stuff, right? The way that hard mode worked, like if you're fighting Chaos, which is the final boss, they give you a bunch of like special attacks that work off of combos, very much in the same way that you had in Neo, right? Which like, so you do, for instance, 2 light attacks and 1 heavy attack, and that will give you like a special combo that you can swap different actions for. You had a lot of stuff like this in Neo, just like you had the thing where it's like, oh, if you hold down on L1 for blocking and then you press square, this is going to give you an attack and you can swap that around. This game uses that exact same system. The problem is none of the follow-up combos you wouldn't be able to punish the boss in the demo with any of the follow-up combos because they took too long to wind up. So there's literally no combo that you would be able to perform on the final boss. So you have all of these special actions that you can perform, but you can't use them. Because what you end up doing in the final boss is parry, attack, attack. Parry, attack, attack. Parry, attack, attack. That was that whole fight. So, that's Final Fantasy Origins and my thought on Final Fantasy Origins. It looks rough. They have a lot of work ahead of them if they expect to convince me of this. Luckily, they had a very detailed feedback survey. It was very detailed. Like it asked you what difficulty you played in, how far did you make it in the demo, how did you like it, how did you like this specific mechanic, that specific mechanic, how'd you like the soul burst, how'd you like the soul shield, how'd you like it specifically asked you about every single mechanic. Then at the end it asked you how easy did you think it was to play a warrior, how easy did you think it was to play a mage, how easy did you think it was to play a dragoon. Like it's very detailed. So I answered all of that. Like, I want the game to do good, but, oh, good God. And then there's this. Hey, let's get an update on this one, shall we, guys? Let's get an update. I'm gonna get us an update. Square Enix, Babylon's Fall. I wanted to see the interview specifically. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let's see how that's working out. Let's see how that's working out for them. Yeah, it's still not looking good. It's still not looking good, Johnny. This dislike ratio, still not looking too good. Don't know what to tell you. Yeah, people are not happy about this one. Babylon's Fall was supposed to be near level of game. What the fuck did you do? I didn't do anything. Me? I didn't do anything. So they decided to make Babylon's Fall a live... I mean, I say they decided. This was probably decided a long time ago. They announced that Babylon's Fall was going to be a live service game. Naturally, people were not happy, especially when the developers were going on about what they were going to do with their live service business model, and they start talking about, okay, there's going to be a battle pass. And I was like, oh no. And then in that battle pass, we're going to be including items that will help you with progression. And I was like, oh, pay to win. Great. A pay to win battle pass. That's fantastic. I'm so excited. So yeah, my penis was fully erect for this game, okay? I was fully erect. Throbbing erection as they were showcasing the game trailer, okay? That went flaccid like that. It was like that, dude. It wasn't even natural. I was like, how'd it go flaccid so fast? What happened? It was like, yeah, they said the words live service and battle pass. It was, yeah, it's not good. I don't know what to tell. And then on top of it, for whatever reason, if you look at the 2019 trailer and you look at the 2021 trailer, things are not looking good. Like, this trailer looked worse than the trailer for 2019 because they put some kind of like oil painting filter on top of the whole thing. And maybe what is happening is that, the compression algorithms of YouTube and Twitch just make it look worse than it actually is. But it's not looking good. So this is one of those games that I'm actually going to point it down because this is still Platinum Games and I am still curious, but this one is like in its own list. This is on the same list as like a Lost Ark for me, which is like, look, I'll check it out. I'll see what you guys are doing with this, but I'm not hyped, right? I'm no longer hyped. I was super hyped for Babylon's Fall, and that hype was pretty much gone. Now it's just morbid curiosity. My hype was replaced by morbid curiosity. So, you know. Cheers for changes. If you consider the fact that I used to have an emote called, what was it called? Rurigasm or Rurilude or whatever it was. And it was basically a face of the handler that was going like, ah. And that got basically removed by Twitch. They said that was inappropriate. So if I'm going to make an emote called the Ruri Boner, I don't think they're going to like that at all. So, yeah. Don't know what to say. Then we have Avengers 2021 content roadmap. I mean, I've kind of checked out of Avengers. It's not really my thing. Then we had Life is Strange True Colors showing off gameplay, and they also announced that they're doing a remastered collection, which I think is really cool, because all of that stuff is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I think that's really cool for people that like Life is Strange. I don't tend to play these types of games that often, but I think the Switch is actually a really good console to play this game on, because this is not like a heavy action game or anything. It's something that you can be playing and just chilling and not really paying that much attention to it, except on major story beats. It's not something that you have to be, you know, hardcore gaming, right? So I think it's a very good game for the Switch for people that are into it. And, you know, Life is Strange, everybody that plays it always tells me it's amazing. So, you know. Then they announced the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, and for a second there, I was like, oh, this is going to be good. They're going to put this on Switch. This might actually get me to play Final Fantasy VI. People say it's so good. And then they're like, yeah, on Steam and mobile. And I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Never mind. Never mind. Legend of Mana arriving on Switch. Okay, how do you guys feel about Legend of Mana? How you guys feel about Legend of Mana? I never played Legend of Mana. I hear good things, but I don't know. I'm curious. I played Trial of Mana, and that was cool. I like that. I actually played that all the way off stream, I think, and I really liked it. I feel numb. Legend of Mana is cool. Never played it. I know that Gaijin was kind of excited about this, so it makes me curious. I might check it out. Later this month? Huh. Oh yeah, I think it's actually the 25th, right? Isn't it the 25th as well? Because they have so many things coming out on the 25th. Like, I'm pretty sure it was the 25th. 24th, actually. 24th. So, yeah, I would like to check it out. Not going to be able to, because you guys know, come that 25th, you know what I'm playing. You know what I'm playing. It is what it is. Square Enix mobile games get a montage. Mobile games! So, overall, the Square Enix presentation was not great. It was not great. The two things that I was most interested in was Stranger of Paradise, which I thought was pretty cool when they showcased it. And then I played it and I was like, wow, this is rough. You guys got a lot of work ahead of you. And Babylon's Fall went from being super hyped for, you know, morbidly curious about. So yeah. It says June 24th right there. Did it? Where? Where did it say that? I mean, it says here, now that I've... Oh. Hey, man, my job is hard. I don't need to be looking at no numbers and shit. The fuck? Anyway, everything new from the PC gaming show. So I don't expect a lot of actual bangers here. Naraka Blade Point, new giant anachronous chainsaw weapon. I don't know what this is. Wait, is this a PvP game? This looks like a PvP game. Yep. That's some kind of battle royale thing, right? Yeah, battle royale with blades. You know a game is good when people are talking about their concurrent players. Dodgeball Academia. Yeah, this is not for me. This is most definitely not for me. Raw Men. Nope. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Developer Interview. Game releases December 7th, 2021. I don't think Dying Light's going to be for me either. Nope. Orcs Must Die 3, not going to be for me. Vampire Masquerade Swan Song. What even is Vampire the Masquerade anymore? Oh, it's just a CGI trailer? Okay. Great. Gigabash, new game announcement. What was this?
Tive a oportunidade de conhecer a Swapik.
This is some influencing shit. World premiere. Oh, it's a CGI trailer. It's so interesting. Multiplayer arena brawler. Okay, never mind. Lemnis Gate. This is that time loop thing. Okay. Space Rebels. No. War Tales. I have to go shot. Jesus fuck. For some reason, I seem to remember that this one was actually something that I got curious about. No, never mind. This looks like some Baldur's Gate type thing. Ixion. This is another CGI trailer. Far-Changing Tides, not for me. Lakeburg Legacy's just looking... Oh yeah, this was that matchmaking game. Silt, also not for me. Gloomwood. Nope. Solstice. Now this was interesting. Solstice, I think it is actually interesting. Soilstice? Soilstice. Solstice. This I'm curious about. Actually, upon second showing, never mind. No. And also they did something I didn't like, which is they hid an extended gameplay trailer behind like a newsletter sign up or some bullshit. That's the surefire way to ensure that I'm not gonna watch that shit. So, yeah. Good God. I'm gonna burst out your eardrums with these fucking ads. Experience dynamic real-time combat. Okay, when your pitch is dynamic real-time combat, I don't know what to tell you. This one is the Pikmin ripoff. Chernobylite looked alright. Not really for me. Sacrifice. RPG bars, same kind of to Square Enix Octopath Traveler. Sacrifier. Jesus Christ, I swear to God. Sacrifier, I think, might actually be cool. This, I think, might be real cool. I'm gonna point that one down. Icarus, new trailer. What was the deal with this one? See, I just need to mute ahead of the video starting. That's how I save your eardrums. I do this for you guys. Is it just CGI? No, this is actually gameplay. Alright, this was another one of those survival arc-likes. Yeah, no thanks. Mecha Jammer. Sorry, I forgot. It's my fault. No. No. Songs of Conquest. This was that game that looked like Heroes of Might and Magic. Citizen Sleeper. That's pretty much the entirety of the audience of E3 this year. We were all Citizen Sleepers. Futuristic every day. You do your job and go back to sleep again. Unfortunately for you, your body is dying. Is there a way to fight back? You can upgrade your bot to prevent your planned obsolescence, which you must do so at your own risk. Once you do, they'll be coming for you. No. Project Warlock 2? No. Okay. Good. That was the PC Gaming Show. Not a whole lot there. Did I miss anything? Was there anything that you guys thought was interesting in PC Gaming Show? Curious of Song of Conquest. If you like Heroes of Might and Magic, looks like it'd be up your alley. Look, I make ads including YouTube ads, but they should not make you reach for the volume bar as soon as they load. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I completely agree. I completely agree, Cheers to Change. It's like, there's a reason why I personally try not to start my videos screaming and blabbering at everybody's eardrums so that they have enough time to adjust. Quite like Project Warlock 2. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the Future Game Show. This was the one hosted by, what's her name? The lady who did the female character in The Last of Us 2 and Troy Baker. I forget her name. God, why did I forget her name? That's so fucking disrespectful. Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey. I said it before it showed up in chat. I said it before it showed up in chat, okay? I'm not a misogynist. Jesus Christ. Future Game Show at E3 2021 kicked off the world premiere of Instinction, single-player co-op dinosaur slaying game. I don't remember. Grow, Jurassic World Evolution, the virtual show floor, A Tale of Paper, no, Get Packed Fully Loaded. This actually seems like it's fun. Gatewalkers, no, Game-A-Deck, Backbone, Beacon Palace, Trifox, Timberhorn, Rift Breaker, no, Esports, Boxing Club, that's a terrible title, Hell Let Loose, Red Solstice Survivors, Eldest Souls. Was this the one that actually looked good? I don't remember if this was the one that looked good. Wait, do I really need to see the whole ad? Damn, Games Radar, what the fuck? Why do people hate so much on Laura Bailey? Because she played Ashley or whatever her name was. I don't think people should hate on Laura Bailey. The way that game played out is because of the writers, not because of the actors. She did the best that she could with the character that she had. It just wasn't a good character. That's not on her. Okay, there's nothing. Okay, very well. Enlisted, Severed Steel. Severed Steel looked cool. Future Hits Montage, Dice Legacy, Gestalt, Steam and Cinder, Iron Corbo, Ranch Simulator, Dome King Cabbage, Silt, Starmancer, Kiwi, Death Run TV, Chernobylite, Team 17, Harold Halibut, Happy Game, Minute of Islands, Dying Light 2 Stay Human, Ollie Holly World, Tales of Iron, Movie Games, Exceed Games. This could be interesting. I didn't watch this show entirely. Rune Factory 5. This was the show that I couldn't watch all the way because I got tired. 2 Point Campus I'm not going to be interested in. Okay, Akiba Strip. That's alright. Y'all got any more of that resolution? What else did they show from Xseed? Shadowverse Champions Battle? Card game of some kind? Trying to come off like Yu-Gi-Oh or something? Yeah, it seems like it's some Yu-Gi-Oh type thing. Okay, what else? Story of Seasons. Nope. This is like Animal Crossing. People really like Story of Seasons, huh? What else? Rune Factory 5 got delayed into 22. Okay. Oh, it's Story of Seasons is Harvest Moon. Okay. No! Don't die. Oh, here we go. Is this Rune Factory?
I don't know. Fending off a monster or two is one thing, but protecting a whole town? That's a lot.
Take that! I'll get straight to it tomorrow.
Looks alright. Probably one of the most interesting things come out of this. Batora Lost Haven. Hack and slash RPG with twin stick shooter. Okay. 2 Point Campus Project Ferocious. Warcry Challenges. I think this one actually looked interesting. Yeah, it's very fast-paced. I like that. When it comes to FPSs, I don't tend to play a lot of them, but the ones that I do like look more like this than necessarily like your modern warfare shooters or whatever. Like big, meaty explosions and whatnot. That's cool. Experience at Dahlia View, Immortality, and boom. That was that. Capcom at E3. So that was Resident Evil DLC. There's Reverse that is launching in July 2021. I'm not too into Resident Evil, so that's not really my cup of tea. There's Monster Stories 2, which is friggin' awesome. Can't wait for that. We're going to be playing that on the 25th, 100%. There was the roadmap to Monster Hunter Rise, which... There's not a whole lot happening in Monster Hunter Rise until August. Let's just put it like that. There's a couple of events here and there, but that's about it. Mrs. Soul Creek, thank you very much for the raid. Tip of the hat. How you doing, dude? Yeah, they did. They did, Monsanto. MHK. And then there was also Great Ace Attorney, so not really a whole lot coming out of Capcom either. And then finally, one of the best showings right here. We have Breath of the Wild 2. Obviously, this one's a no-brainer. Kazuya for Smash Bros. Cool. Metroid Dread. I'm 100%. I have to play this one. 100% have to play Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread looks amazing. Mario Party Superstars. Legend of Zelda Game & Watch handheld. Come on. WarioWare looks cool. Advance Wars. What is everyone's thought on Advance Wars? I actually do need a pull for this one, because this one's an interesting topic. Advance Wars. Advance Wars. I'm going to call it a remake. Advance Wars remake. Yay or nay? Let's see where you guys land on this one, because this one I think was a big deal for a lot of people, and because I don't have the nostalgia for Advance Wars, it's like, meh, whatever for me. But I'm curious where you guys land on this. Probably deserve to make a comeback. You like the pixel art better. It's fair enough. We have the Mario Rabbids thing, which is probably going to be the only good thing to come out of Ubisoft. The announcement that Life is Strange Remastered was coming to Switch, which, like I said, is like, even though I'm not into Life is Strange, right? I think that this is really cool that they're remastering and putting the whole thing on Switch. I think that's cool. Kegrin May counts as a nay, as far as I'm concerned. %64% of you voted yay, so yeah, I guess Advance Wars was kind of like a big win. Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Cloud It's a cloud version. Oof. Oof. Yeah, they didn't make it clear it was a cloud version. Yeah, I'm not. It's like, listen, there is one game. There's literally one game that I would like to have a cloud version of on the Nintendo Switch. And you guys are like, a cloud version? Why would you want a cloud version of one game? And that game is Final Fantasy XIV. Because you have to be online to play it anyway, so who cares? It actually makes sense. That's what they should do it. They should just make a cloud version of Final Fantasy XIV, put it on the Switch. Because you have to be online anyway, so who cares? But yeah, beyond Final Fantasy XIV, I ain't about to play any other game that's a cloud game on Switch. Mario Golf, a lot of people seemed excited about this, not really for me. Fatal Frame was actually pretty sweet when I played it, but it's not something that I'm currently interested in. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I think it's cool that people get to play this game on Switch. Kind of sucks that it came out so late, because the game doesn't even look that impressive on the PS4. There's no reason they couldn't have had a simultaneous release, as far as I'm concerned. There's no reason. The game does not look that impressive. Super Monkey Ball, for people who are into that. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is going to be the first Shin Megami Tensei I play. And I will play it. I need to make sure that I play Persona 5 before I play Shin Megami Tensei, though. But yeah, I'm into this. I want to see this. Monster Hunter Wings of Ruin gets a new trailer. Danganronpa. See, this is another one of those that I think is a big deal that is finally coming on the Switch. This is a really good game for people who are into the whole murder mystery type of thing with a huge serving of humor. It's really, really fun. If you're Persona's a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. Never played a Persona game, or just not 5? No. I've played 4 through the completion, Persona 4 Golden, and then I played like 50 hours of 5, but I got interrupted through that playthrough, and ended up never going back to it. But I want to play more of Persona 5. So yeah, I'm also super curious about Shin Megami Tensei. Danganronpa, like I said, if you like murder mystery novels, this thing is sweet. Sweet. And yeah, it is going to be valued. There's a lot of content in this thing. Highly recommend if you're into that genre. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, again, I see this as a win. You know, more games coming to Switch. It's cool. Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods Part 1 is available on Switch today. So you're saying Doom Eternal is on the cloud? I don't think Doom Eternal is on the cloud. Because, like, they did Wolfenstein 2. I played Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch, and it ran fine. I played the original Doom on the Switch, and it ran... Well, not the original Doom. The 2016 Doom on the Switch, and it ran fine. Strange Brigade third-person action-adventure will have players facing off against mummified monstrosity. This is another one that I think is cool that it's coming, even though it's late. Just Dance 22, not interested in at all. Worms Rumble Wriggles. I mean, this looked rough. The frame rate on this thing looked very rough. Cruisin' Blast, this looked cool. You know, as an arcade racer to have on your Switch, this looked cool, but I'm not sure how cool it actually is or not. I feel like there's something missing. But no, I guess not. It's Breath of the Wild, Metroid, Dread, and Shin Megami Tensei 5. And this is the list that we ended up with. This document has some notes from other videos. This is our list. So what are we missing, guys? And I'm gonna eat a snack while you guys meditate on this list.